The only piece left is actually making the baseboard before we can continue. In the previous video, we learned about how to make the profile here and then extrude it around. For the baseboard, we will use a rather simple geometry and a different modeling approach. So how to start? Shift A and plane. Then we can move this plane into a corner. Point select is turned on. This plane sits ideally on our object or on our hardwood floor, which it did not. There, now it does. Okay, then edit mode. We select all these points. I have to zoom out a little bit, and there. Move this over. No, I don't have a point really there to select, so edge select is going to be very useful. Go to here and bring this over there. Okay, very good. Now I can press A and X and say just delete only the face, so my points are still left. Actually not A, select these 2 points, right click and subdivide. So now we have the left and now we have the right bifold door trim. And then these points, for example, we move. Actually, no, we just what I was going to do is I'm actually going to move those to there. Now yeah, we have to do this. Never mind. Okay, so we snap those actually to there. The reason why I for a moment froze was I was just thinking, hey, when we model the baseboard, technically speaking, we should also be able to simply then cut the opening into the baseboard via the geometry that cuts the opening for the door, but we still have the door trim that goes around. So we still have to do it by hand. Here, 2 cuts. So this one snap to, yeah, this is actually not correct. So yeah, maybe this edge. Okay, and then here, the snap to somewhere there. Good. Then this edge, and this we can select and delete. Select all our edges, E and Z, and we go up by, let's say, 10 centimeters, and that in inches is like 4 inches. Okay, so 4 inches. And there we are. So we have a flat set. Let's do a quick peek at face orientation. They look actually to the outside, so press A, Q, and then recalculate outside. So now they're red. Oh, look at this. Let's select this here. Okay, you want to flip this, flip, fine. This is not going to be that much of a problem because we will add the thickness now via the solidify modifier. But by both having the same, or all the faces having the same direction, the solidify modifier will go each one into the same direction. We will do 1 inch maybe, I don't know. When we zoom in, well, way too much, maybe ½ an inch. Okay, now this is more flush actually with the trim. So what happens when actually one face, for example, is rotated? Here, let's do it with this face. So here we go. Mesh, normal, and flip. And let's hide the wall. And there you can see what's actually going on. Now we have this big issue there. So A, select everything, and then we say mesh, calculate outside or inside. Yeah, all good. Q and face orientation off. Alt H. There's our baseboard. Super easy. And We can, for example, leave it at this. So we have a very, very simplistic part. If we want to have an edge, for example, and that is rounded at this corner. So because we're using a solidify modifier, it doesn't necessarily work if we only want to round one edge. So we will go simply and say apply. And then we can go into edit mode, alt click, select this edge and shift click this and alt click this edge. So we have all these loops, very good. And then these loops we can give a weight, very good. Bevel here and say only weight. Maybe an object mode. Oh, that's cool. What object is actually selected? Oh yeah, we gave, this was the last selected. Good, all good. Shift H, and then there you can see how this is cut. No, way too much. 0.5, 0.25 inches, 0. Okay. And we can see what's actually a good value. Okay, 0.25. Good. Very nice. We have something called profile. No, not profile. Where do we where was it again? Type offset shading. Oh yeah, I was correct, under custom profile custom. So check this out. Let me say maybe 10. Okay, well, not much change really. We know here we have few points, and we change this. You see how we actually are designing this profile. This point we can make flat, and then maybe move this more to there. You see how we are straightening this edge. And then this maybe we make flat. This maybe we make, or not flat, linear. Bring this to there. Okay. Can bring this one down. So this is actually quarter inch, and this is quarter inch. This is this value. So it's up to you if you want to tinker with this. Just keep in mind we can work with it. However, only it's basically the area of this amount along each direction. I will go back here to there, because with the we talked a lot about the shape. We can actually also invert it. No? For example, we can do it more like this. Oh, that doesn't look too bad either. Okay, Alt H in there. Very good. Maybe if we want, now we can add one more bevel over it afterwards. 1 millimeter. Only over what's a sharp edge. Shade smooth. And then also here, outer smooth. Okay. Very good. Yeah, that looks nice. It's a tiny detail. Perfect. And now in the next video, then we can start looking how we can put stuff into the space.